Hi everyone, it's me, Hopefully Skinny, and I'm here for my week 2 update. And forgive me, I have my numbers written down, so if I glance down, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm just sorry, my water bottle. I'm just giving my numbers. So in 2006, I was 555 pounds at my weight heaviest. That's as far as I know. On November 2014, I weighed in at 424. And July 24th, my surgery date, I weighed in at 366. And my 1 week surgery on August 4th, 2014, I weighed in at 350. And yesterday, August 8th, 2014, my second week post-op, I weighed in at 246. So that is a total of 20 pounds lost since surgery, or 78 pounds lost since November. So I can't complain about those numbers, obviously, because my scale is moving drastically down in, numbers. I'm not too far away from being in the 200s, so I'm pretty ecstatic about that. I hope that I reach them by the end of August or the beginning of September. That would be nice. Um, but I did have a stall halfway through the week where 3 or 4 days I didn't lose a pound. I didn't lose any weight, and then I started dropping weight after. And from what I'm understanding, that's pretty typical, is to have a stall shortly after surgery like that for a few days. I also believe that you're going to have a larger stall about 3 months out, but I'm pretty sure everyone's different, so don't quote me on that. Um, so vitamins. I want to talk about vitamins for a little bit, and the reason why I want to talk about vitamins is because I have a hard time with them. The taste is really bad. We have to crush them up right now. Nothing I mix them in helps with the taste, so I started just putting them on a teaspoon, getting it wet, and then just licking the teaspoon. It's the nastiest thing ever, but it does get the vitamins down fast. I do remember to take my morning vitamin, and I do remember to take my afternoon and dinner time vitamin, but it's my bedtime vitamin that I started yesterday, which is my iron and my vitamin C that sometimes I forget. So I'm going to have to work on that. Protein shakes. I've seen quite a few people say that they've really struggled with the protein shakes, and before surgery I was like, it's not that bad. Like, it's not tasty or anything, but it could be worse. And let me tell you, your taste buds do change. Mine started changing, and I can barely stand anything that's like chemically sweet. And my friend Lacey said that she can like start tasting chemicals and things, and I was like, I thought she was a little wackadoo, but she's right. You do kind of taste like all the chemicals and stuff, and the whey protein, you can definitely taste it in there. I've also tried the egg protein, and you can smell like the egg, and it smells like raw egg, which is not appetizing to me at all. I've tried Isopure, which is sickening sweet. Like, at first I could stomach it, but it's too sweet for me to handle a full bottle. So I do try to do my protein shakes in the morning, and I sometimes manage to nurse one throughout the day, but I rarely get more than one in. So I know that at the end of the month, I'm probably going to see the consequences with the thinning of my hair. Um, so I don't know what else to do about that. I think in about a week and a half, I'll be off of the protein shakes and be on more of a soft food diet. Right now, I'm on the puree diet. And the puree diet, the first day, which was the day before yesterday, was pretty good. I had refried beans, and I mixed it up with a little bit of fat-free Greek yogurt, because to me, it tastes very similar to sour cream. So I souped it up a little bit with that, and it went down nicely, except now I'm tired of beans. So yesterday I branched off to soup, or not soup, mashed potatoes, and I seem to really like those, but I need to find a way to mix a little bit more protein in them to help make up for the fact that I'm not drinking as much of the protein shake as I should. Water, I'm still getting water down. I'm constantly thirsty, so I think that's also another problem with me eating, is that sometimes I'd rather just have the water than eat, because I'm so thirsty. And food issues. Like, I knew that I would still have food issues after surgery, because I don't think these issues go away. Some people get like a brief like break from it. But I'm not, unfortunately, I was not one of those people because I still have like head hunger, and it's not an option after surgery to indulge in those head hungers. So I feel very fortunate that my stomach won't allow me to eat more than a few bites because it's allowing me to get more of a grip on that head hunger that I have. It's not terribly bad. I've had it worse. But it is there. It's not easy. Especially when your stomach is full, but you feel like your taste palate is not satisfied. So it's important to chew longer and to maybe set your spoon down in between bites so that your food lasts longer, so perhaps you feel more satisfied with the taste. Um, Emotional things, like my friend Lacey went through the surgery in I think November-ish, or I think it was November. And she told me, she warned me, she's like, beware of the emotional things that happen. And, you know, you're going to be going through some emotional changes, and you're going to be like, you know, kind of hormonal and all this stuff. And a week out of surgery, like, I was fine. Like, I didn't feel like I had any emotional issues that I would have to work through. But I will say she is 100% correct. There are some emotional issues that happen after surgery, whether it's delayed or not. It is there. It's from not eating the foods that you want to eat. It's to realizing that people are treating you different, to the clothes that you're wearing, to shopping. Like, I had emotional breakdown in Ross when I was buying 2 dresses that were absolutely gorgeous that I'd be able to fit into next month or so. And the dresses weren't, oh, someday I'll fit into these. It's like, oh, I'll be able to fit in things in a few weeks. You know, and they're gorgeous dresses. They're quality dresses that I would not have been able to buy before. And it was definitely happy tears, but it was a new experience for me to be that emotional over clothing, or to realize that there's going to be a time when I can walk into a store and buy whatever I want to buy. And it's a very, I want to say it's a very surface thing, you know, because honestly the surgery is to get healthy, to help get your eating under control, to be more active, to live a better quality of life. But we are women, and women are creatures that are vain. And so when you can buy cute clothes that fit, it's it's a change, it's a deal changer for me. It was in that moment I realized that dress symbolized the change in my life. And it was a very, and I had to be present with it. And it was a very, very interesting change. I feel that it was a very positive thing, even though I was crying and emotional over it. I did feel that it was a great experience to have. Um, Lisa, my best friend, she's been going out with me the last few times, and um, I'm only mentioning this because I don't notice things when gentlemen check me out when they notice me, other than being the fat chick in the room, when they don't, when there's some type of chemistry on their end. And my best friend pointed it out twice today to me, and I didn't notice. I was totally oblivious to it because I'm just going throughout my life as if I was still 557 pounds, which I'm still heavy. I'm in the 300s, but enough weight has lost, obviously, for some men to be interested. And I didn't notice it. And my best friend, I think, is way more excited about it than I was. And I was like, oh, really? I didn't notice. I thought he was checking you out. You know, she's like, no, 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 he was looking at you. He stared at you. And I was like, they always stare because I'm fat. And she's like, you don't realize how much weight you've lost. And so, um, in retrospect, that made me feel a little good, because that means like I'm beginning to look more, you know, feminine. I'm beginning to look more desirable to people. But the other part of that is I feel like I'm a very strong feminist. So I feel that women's worth is a lot, you know, is worth a lot more than their appearance. So I'm a little uncomfortable with being noticed for my appearance versus for my wit or my intelligence or my sense of humor, or, you know, any of the other number of things that make me me, or, you know, an amazing person. So that's something that I think I'm going to have to adjust to, and I think I knew I was going to have to adjust to it before, but I thought I would be more excited over it, and I feel very conflicted over it, which I hear is very common for women, that they have conflicting um, emotions about getting attention, and it's not have been overt attention. It hasn't been hooting or hollering or whistling or anything like that. I'm not even sure that they were really paying attention to me. It could have been that she was just really excited about the opportunity or the eventuality of it happening. But just to hear the possibility, I felt a little uncomfortable. But that's my update. Everything's going well. I went to the gym on Thursday. I had a great time. I didn't do everything the water instructor did because my core isn't quite ready for that. But it was nice to be back in the gym. It was nice to have that routine. And my stitches have healed nicely. Well, they're not stitches. I guess my wounds have healed. My incisions have healed rather nicely. Clothing size is, I was a 34 back in November, and what I have on today, the skirt and the tank top, is all size 26. So obviously I'm going down in clothing size as well. Obviously not all 26 fits, or I haven't tried all my 26s, honestly. It was just that I have 3 dresses and a couple things that fit, or things that used to fit but now they fall off. And so I had to go and try some of my someday skinny clothes, and some of them fit. So I'm really excited about that. And I went and saw my mom today, and I showed her what I had on because I was really excited that it was all size 26. And she got a little emotional, and she had to take a full body picture. So hopefully I can get that picture from her, and I'll post it on Facebook. Perhaps side by side by my full body picture that I took a few years ago with my measurements and whatnot, and I can see the difference, and so can you. So I'm going to say good night and goodbye to everyone, and thank you for watching this week's updates, and I hope that you guys will watch next week's